Right guys, live from Skegness today. Wouldn't believe how far I could walk to go to the shop. Oh yes, so today we're in Skegness with the locals. Oh shit, hold on. It's all the change I've got on us, mate. Right, take care. Hey, Swift and Bold. Hey, Manda. Right, so we're having a day out in Skeggy today. Support the locals. Hey, Manda, I seen you on Funky Prepper last night. I recommend anyone to go over onto Funky Prepper on YouTube, Funky Prepper, and get his videos watched. Morning, Babs. Welsh Blonde. John Tracy, Shadow Man, aye bro. Yeah, so nice walk out Skeggy. Aye John. Tell you what, it's brisk the day. That's the one, man. Tell you what, he's got all of our information basically, and he just puts it all together and does a nice live video. Talks about everything, the ins and outs, who's funding all these opposition, BLM, Antifa, Care for Calais. We know exactly who's funding these. Our own damn fucking government. Shit. Stop swearing. Well, stop swearing, Kev. I keep getting wrong for swearing. So yes, it's not supposed to swear. We're here an hour early for the counter-protesters. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you will, get the thumbs up and get the video shared out. Haha, nice one, Shadow Man. Yes. Scan around. Hey Benes, how's it going? Hey Anne. Yeah, aye Sarah. I've seen your name kicking about, Sarah, on a few of the chats. I'll tell you what it's been, guys. You'll probably know it. Why, some of you might know, some of you might not. My good friend Badger, he's no longer with us. Unfortunately, Badger took his own life a month ago. So, aye, another fucking good true patriot. Don't know what it was, but aye, oh, Detective Kev. Aye, so I apologise guys that I haven't been on much. It's just like I say, trying to deal with what's gone on with Badger and whatnot. So, you know, been with him for the last fucking 6 years of our life. Cheers, Shadow Man, nice one, brother. Cheers, Nick. It is, Anne, very, very sad. Feels like a big fucking part of us is missing, to be honest, like. But what can we do about this? We've just got to get on, haven't we? So that's why I've been a little bit quiet, guys. Just, you know, I haven't been there much conversation in that while shit's been going on. But me and Loki's there, and Maker, still doing champion. Right, let's see who's over here. Thanks guys, thanks, much appreciated. Love yous all. I know Sarah, I know, so sad, but life goes on. I just don't think you want to see what state our country's getting left to. That's right Nick, he always will be. Right, let's have a poke out to see you again, please. Right, let's... Hey Keith Hyde, nice to see you. Hey, here we go. Right, just have a scout about a bit. Yo, Scouts Obi, morning bro.
What am I going to try and do, whether I can accomplish this?
Oh, you got it? Oh, you went? Which one? Which national government? There you go.
Too aggressive.
That's not aggressive.
I just get on there, I'll just chat them
I
on
know you, but you're
themselves.
real brave. I'm frightened I get somebody doing something, I have to bloody clip it, and you know what I mean?
That's it with lives, it just what is. Oh shit, I forgot to turn my notifications off. I wonder if I can do
It's
it.
been here early.
I got here about 20 minutes ago. Got here, and I was out on the shop. Went to find the news agents. It's only about miles down there.
Parking was an issue as well. Why did I want a light. Have you got a light?
I have, yes. I've a light.
Yeah.
Yes, Martin. No, Martin. AP's got his another channel up and running. Oh shit, I can't even remember the name of it. Active Patriot Archives. He's archive one. So he has still got up and running. I think he should be here today, like. That's it, Scouse Obi. That's it. Active Patriot Archives. I said that, didn't I? I'm sure I might have.
Active Patriot UK Archives.
Aye.
I can't leave this spot because I'm guarding the megaphone.
Morning, Kay. Up and down, stop button again. That's it. He's always late, isn't he, Sarah? He's never on time. I'm not sure, Martin. I haven't seen her yet. Possibly, unless they're both travelling down together. Oh, nice one, Steve. Aye. Yep, plodding on. Hey, open one. Yeah, good, bro. Good. Aye, nice little drive. It's took us 3 hours to get down here. Loki is fantastic, Auburn. Absolutely fantastic. So like I was saying when I first started the video, there's a guy, Funky Prepper, on YouTube. If anyone wants to go and check Funky Prepper out, his videos are awesome. All his past live streams and stuff. I mean, I started following Funky Prepper years ago, basically down to his prepping and his camping and stuff. And then now he's starting to talk about what's going on here with these illegals flooding the country. Right. That's the one, Auburn one. He is funky. Right, Active Patriot. He reckons he's gone live. I'm just getting, oh shit, I need to turn my notifications off. Right, see if I can turn these off without interrupting anything. Shit. Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna have to leave it.
Should have just looked at the local bank.
Yeah, I got the notification, Joe, and I forgot to turn my bloody notifications off when I'm live. And I don't know if I dare do it while I'm... How do I get me? Oh, bollocks with the notifications. I'll probably hear him before I see him, won't I? Alright. Aye, it is. Your fucking comments for your last fucking week, man. You had me pissing myself. I didn't even notice I was watching the video. Fucking class. Amanda not down with you? Aye. Here we go, guys. Nick, that's on Monday, isn't it? Skegness, I think that's Monday. Aye, aye, Telly.
As to what's happening. Various people have been saying things have been cancelled, etc., etc. But give us 5 to 10 minutes. A few more people are going to turn up, and then we'll crack on. Thank you to everyone who's come today.
Well, that's what it's down to, Martin, exactly. The locals are aware of this, so you'd have thought the locals would be out in force. It's been well advertised for them. And I think this is the thing to do, people, like, everywhere. I mean, it's, you know, a couple of these protests here and there, these need to be happening regular now in every town and city. Everyone just needs to take it upon themselves to get out and do it. Don't wait for anyone to organise a protest. Sort it out between yourselves and get out. This is affecting each and every one of us, this. And it's like I say, anyone who's for these illegals, in my opinion, you're all rape enablers. Simple as that. That's right, and it is. That's what we need everyone else to think of as well. The future of this country. It's like, this is it. This is the point we're here now. This is breaking point. There's no turning back now. The government are not going to do a U-turn on the tyranny that they're putting across for all of us here. The government are definitely not. Digital currency, digital IDs, everything. It's all coming until we stand up and say no. Everyone, get up and get off your arses and get out into your towns and cities. We need everyone to be doing this. I mean, I've travelled 3 hours to fucking get down here. Aye, I tell you what, Kay, that is disgusting as well. Any private landlords who think it's acceptable to turf us out of our own homes for money and rape enablers, they're going to get named and shamed. Anyone who's got a private rented house, stand your ground. Don't let your landlord kick you out. That's what it is. We know the government are behind everything that's going on here. Even the opposition and government paid. We know this. But this is what it is. Everything's going the way they are planning unless we do something about it. It's pointless sitting at home bitching and moaning. We need to get out. Just to show everyone we can turn out in numbers, and we will do this. That's right, Anne. Definitely. Aye, aye, Sharon. Oh, Shaz, I tell you what, I forgot to message you back. After I messaged you on Facebook the other day, I was busy and then my iPad died. So, Dover, possibly, but I'll be in touch before then anyway to let you know what the crack is. Yeah, I think Dover's going to be a big one this year.
What's that? Yeah, there's there a lot of people on it.
Isn't it just smart there? Rent them all.
Yeah, I think she struggles on a Saturday.
The boy.
Yeah, so what we'll do is
Hey, Auburn won, we know this. We know. No more refugees. Beautiful flag, that one, innit?
You haven't got no charge on yours. You won't pay £5 on yours. You won't pay £5 on the fuck the charge. £10 off here. Take the photo. I've got it. I've got the photo.
Yeah, I love the Yorkshire Patriots one. Class that, innit? Alright. Time before we set off. Tell you what, the wind's picking up a bit, so I'll try and divert the wind off my phone the best I can for you. Ah, that's it, Shah's eye. Oh man. Where's the sun gone?
that's cool. We got
Aye, Andy Rainbow. How's it going, brother? Aye. How's it going?
Are you a blogger?
Yeah. So YouTube, aye.
Yeah, good for you, mate. I think they're brilliant. These auditing Facebook, YouTube things are brilliant.
Aye, I come broad, you know, as many as I can.
Yeah, one for you, mate.
Aye.
Skegness train that's
So it's 3 hours. It's took us to get over there.
Where are you from?
Newcastle way.
Yeah. Well done, mate.
I go to Dover and everywhere.
Good for you. Yeah.
Get it all
Probably
documented.
see you on YouTube anyway.
Probably will have,
put it on
right.
regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do all the live streams for
There's a few
all these
like
events.
DJ Audits is a really good one.
Mhm.
Because he's well up on the wall. And the Proletariat one as well.
A lot of the auditors
He
they
knows-
do.
he knows.
They have to learn that, don't they?
No more than the police
Oh,
know.
I wait. A lot of these young coppers are no fuck all, man.
That's it. Out of college and they know nothing. You're right.
No, they're not even training them properly to be a constable either. You're an officer.
Yeah.
No, you're an officer.
Constable.
Revenue collector. That's what you are.
I should look through. What's your name?
Kev wearing.
Kev Wearing. I'll look for that on Facebook and YouTube.
I'll have to get myself some cards done.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like to see it because it's about time people challenged authorities instead of us being stamped and trampled all over all the while.
Exactly.
They
That's what it needs to be.
They take the piss.
People can see what's going on in the area.
Exactly.
We know the trouble that these are causing.
Yeah.
And we know it's going to get a
But the
hell
big
of a
thing,
lot
what
worse.
annoys me is, I mean, I'm a pensioner on a very small pension, and I'm classed as a racist and
For being concerned.
a racist and a fascist.
For being concerned.
Yeah,
Aye.
I'm worried about my kids and grandkids and great-grandkids.
What's future for these,
Yeah. Sick of it selling out by the government and what they're doing to everybody. Leaving us all homeless in doorways while they're putting people in hotels that shouldn't even be here. They've crossed the border illegally. It's a disgrace. Matt Warman's branding everybody a racist for coming out to this today. He's a disgrace. All he's doing is lying to everybody about what's going on. He should hang his head in shame for branding everybody, local people, racist for this event. We're going to be setting off from here about 20 to 12 and making us way to Tower Gardens for a few short speeches. But I can't thank everybody enough that's come today just to stand up and show we've had enough and enough is enough. This needs to stop. And it needs to stop now.
Yes.
The government is making themselves
Morning,
richer
Tracy.
for themselves to suffer. They're leaving everybody to suffer, struggling to pay bills. They're putting people in 5-star, 4-star hotels. They shouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. So everyone needs to start coming together now and showing them we have had enough of this bullshit that they're putting out.
Enough's enough.
I'm going to put Alec on and let him have a chat to us. We want to try and gather everybody together now, and we're going to start making plans and how we're going to do this. We don't want no violence. We don't want a repeat of Merseyside. We want this to go peaceful. We don't want nothing like that. That's not what we're here for. We're here to show them we have had enough, and it's as simple as that. Where's Alec?
Tracy, I've got my pocket hand. Hold on. I've got my pocket hand warmer. I'm fine. Nice and warm.
Media shouting, get us all prescribed as terrorists.
Just hold on, just so it's not blowing your eardrum. So, when this event was advertised, it was called Veterans Before Illegals. And when I read that, the question I had was this: what sort of a society could actually allow that to happen? What sort of a society could even create a situation where you could have veterans homeless on the street, whilst at the same time uninvited invaders could be put up in hotels and given whatever they want? What sort of a society
Not ours society.
could enable that?
Not ours.
And so that was the moment when I realised that the issue was not actually migrants, that the issue was not actually illegals. The issue was a parasitic and carcinogenic government.
Yes. Too right. Here.
The issue is not migrants, the issue is Marxism. Over the last few decades, this pervasive mentality of corruption and greed has permeated absolutely every corner of the House of Westminster criminals, and it has seeped into every aspect of the apparatus of government, until now we have a situation where individually people can do as they please, but as a mass, as a people, the British people have been enslaved by the chains of an ideology they never wanted and never asked for and never supported.
Yes.
Of all the decisions that I made in my own life, the decision I made 7 years ago to join the army is the best one I did. And it's because I'm a nationalist insofar as I believe that a nation belongs to its people and not that a people belong to a government. But it's the best decision I ever made, because at that point I realised that there is something in this world that is worth more than your own self. I realised that a person can never actually be alone if they stand hand in hand with their own people and they understand that their destiny is not as one person, their destiny is as an entire nation, an entire collective, an entire race of people. The people of Britain might have been demoralised and reduced to a state in which they believe that they don't have a future. But what we're seeing now, and what we've seen over the past weeks and the past months with all of these demonstrations, what we have seen is a collective will that says we will not be your slaves anymore.
Yes.
Soon we are going to march through this town and down to the front. When that happens, think this: you're not doing this for any ideology. You're not doing this because I'm asking you to. You're not doing this because anyone's told you to. You are doing this for your own sake and for your own future as a people.
Hell yeah.
And when we go down that street, remember those qualities which have made this nation great. Remember those qualities that have enabled our people to create the world that we want to live in the past. Remember those qualities of courage, of sacrifice, of camaraderie. Follow the person in front of you and do not abandon the person beside you. We will do this as a people.
Yes. Well said.
So what we'd like to do now, before we step off, we'd like to get, if there's anyone here who was in the forces, who's a veteran, if you know how to march, we'd like to get you pushed to the front, because quite literally we're going to make this veterans before illegals. So if that's you, please come over here now and we'll get you to the front. Behind that, we're going to get the banners, one behind the other, with a distance between each one, so that everybody on the street who's watching can see them. And behind that, we'll get the rest of the mass that is here. This lovely lady here, who's got the Union Jack, she is going to stand front and centre behind the line of banners. What we'd like you to do is do exactly what they do in an episode of Shark and follow the King's colours down that high street.
Exactly, Paul. Yes,
and what we'll do is
exactly.
we'll set off
This
through
is
that
England,
gate there
not
and
Britain.
head on down the street. So by all means, you start to organise yourselves now. In 10 minutes, hopefully 10 minutes, the march will then start. Thanks.
Well done. So keep going up again now.
the only thing, TikTok. I haven't got a bloody flag. I tell you what, my hands are freezing. Aye, aye, Teflon. Yeah, that's for the British. That's for the British people. That flag. I'm English, so I'm English, fuckers. I'm not fucking British. I'm English. Good job, Daddy Dragon's not here, innit? That flag would be fucking going like this. Hope you don't crash your car, mate. Eh, Shazza, what you doing? I've got Shazza Leeds. Sharon, Shazza, are you Shazza and Sharon? You're confusing us now. I'll just be all over the place. just anywhere.
We're on schedule. We said no later than 40, so we've got some time to organise. Are you able to carry on? But do you know someone who you can trust?
Scott's
Yeah, that's it. Came down here.
Englishman, that's exactly right.
They're not there to protect us. No, they don't know to any sort of rule. That's all the details.
Right, hold on. Tommy Fan. Right, Tommy Fan. Right, wait. I'm not recognising it. Who's Tommy Fan? Give us a clue. Hey, Corky. How's Corky doing?
These are all, that's Iraq. That was Northern Ireland. So, it's ridiculous.
Aye, aye, Wandering Stuart. How's it going? Mio Gal, thank you very much. Tell you what, you keep up the good work that you're doing over there as well.
I feel so proud, don't I?
Hey, activated pineal, how's it going? Nice. Good day, Kate.
We're just waiting for the police to give us the nod to the road shut and then we'll go.
Aye, exactly, Teflon. We'll have to see how it goes, eh? No Lou Gold, nothing at all to do with racism, you bell end. This is about our country. It's got nothing to do with skin colour, man. Jesus Christ, I wish you'd piss off with this racism shit. Our country's been invaded, man. It's got nothing to do with skin colour. Why, activated pineal, I mean, go back to the 70s and what, have to live through all this shit again? Not a chance. What's the solution? Drag these bastards out of fucking government. That's my solution. Politicians, your local councillors. From your local councillors, work your way up over. Because your local councillors are all getting backhanders to house these migrants, putting all of the constituents in danger. So yes, your local councillors, your MPs, and work your way up the ladder. But we all know where it leads to. We all know where this leads to, the head of the snake. The whole fucking lot needs to come crumbling down. I mean, the thing about it is, if these were genuine refugees, yeah, but these are not genuine refugees. If entered this country illegally, they should be arrested. You know, if people go on about all this new viruses and stuff kicking about, do you wonder where these viruses are coming from? All these diseases these are bringing over. Ah, nice one. Shaz is on the job there. Hey, I tell you, I think you're looking at millions. I think it's by 2030 they want fucking 16 million or something here. 16 million. Wow, what a number. Now I tell you what, guys, much appreciated. 248 watching. If you could give us a thumbs up. For anyone who's watching, just quickly give it a thumbs up for us. Much appreciated. Apparently it does do things for your channel when you get your thumbs up and stuff. So, you know, as long as we can keep on going, you know what I mean. I'll keep live streaming these as long as we can until YouTube decides to get shot of us. I've a big tool. Fucking thank you, brother.
Hey, Matt!
Alec, hold it 30 seconds. David's in there. David's in there.
Exactly, we know who's behind it. Government. I mean, I tell you what, even if you look into it, our own, you know, the King of England, he's got his fingers in this pot as well, and his son. Our royal family are allowing these migrants, they're even funding it. Now, that's how high this goes. Right, could possibly lose the signal down here, possibly. We want our country back. We want our country back. That's right, Teflon. Churches as well. Our streets! Our streets!
That's what they want. Keep going. No, he's a local councillor. What they want. She was a local councillor for the ELDC. That one's on the start. We want our country. We want our
Far right and race is just used by fucking thick aids who can't. Aye, these uneducated, thick paid morons. $16 million? We know that that's how many they're going to put in here by 2030. Hey Peter Smith, just seeing you there, brother. Tell you what, fantastic turnout or what, man. Cheers, yes, that's what I mean. I mean, all these men and women, there's kids kicking about somewhere, so, you know, you're going to call all these here. You're going to call all these racists, are you? Oh yeah. Hey Ethelstan, how's it going, brother? No, we can't, John. Exactly, it's a great replacement. We won't be here, man. This will be a third world country before we know it. Right, let's get back to front. Run, run, run. Hey Davey, Davey J, brother Dave, how's it going, man? Hope you're keeping well. Today's a fantastic turnout, PS4. This is what happens when your locals get concerned. It's down for the locals of every town to get out and do the same. You're not happy? Do something about it. The more you get out, the more you're going to make people aware of what's going on. Lovely, lovely seaside town in all Skegness. Lovely. Absolutely gone to shit. Hey, no bother, John Thomas, that's what it's all about. We'll get out and record as much as we can. We just need you guys to get it shared out, because as people still don't know what's going on with this invasion, people have got no idea.
Protect your children! Protect your kids at all costs! Because these nonsense are going to be freeing the prisons and that's what's going to come for us. Protecting ourselves.
Oh, there's the kids there, man. The kids are at the front. So you know what I mean? All you lefty scum, are you going to call these kids? Eh? Are you going to call these kids what you call us? Yes.
Well done,
Protect
well
our
done.
kids. Well done.
Well done. Save our kids.
Get out and save the kids.
It's all about the
That's what it's
kids.
about, exactly. That's what it's about. Their future. Their future. These are our kids.
Everybody join us! If you care about your kids, join us!
Protect our own first!
If you care about your children, come here!
Tommy Fan, I'll say hello. I've just seen you say hello, Kev. I'm not sure if you already have. No, do Catty, Yorkshire's not ready the day. I think Bulldog might be doing some filming for Act, but Active's here. Aye, aye, Rex, lad. Shazza! Fucking Shazza, are you doing this just to confuse me or what? You sod. Oh yes, let's go on the waltzer or something. Yeah, well, yeah. Yes, I know, Tracy, I've just clicked on who it is. People changing bloody YouTube channels and names, eh? Kitty Cat, how's it going? Streaky Bacon. Yes. No, yes, aye, yes, aye. Aye, Val. Excellent, excellent people. No, not yet, John. They'll probably be around the hotel. Thank you, Peter Smith. Much appreciated. Good day, Helen. How's Oz treating you? It's a nice day, but there's a bit of a chill in the air. Helen, what you been doing? Kicking the dog? Oh, right, do, Catty, right. Nice. Oh, I've met in Hull.
What are you doing right now?
Aye, aye, summertime, Sue. How's it going? Hey, Davey G. Have you been checking out the shape of the planet lately? Oh, bloody hell. Fantastic, guys. Oh, much appreciated. So I tell you what, it just goes to show how many people are finding this subject quite interesting. I mean, everyone should find it taking a bit of interest in what's going on here. You're knackered running about.
What about you? My ankles hurt.
Thank you to
Up on
everybody
beams
who
at the
started
front.
today.
Oh, yeah.
I would just like to see many people passing. Skegness says no. I think the whole country does. Hey, afternoon, Rolo. How you doing? It is tricky dicky and there's more turning up. Hey, tricky dicky, I wish I lived closer as well. Took me 3 hours to get here the day.
Decent crowd here, isn't it?
It is excellent,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be starting the speeches at around 12 o'clock. Still waiting for some more people to get here, so we don't want to start without them. So we've got about 15 minutes. If you just want to hang around, it shouldn't take too long.
That's a joint break for me, isn't it? 15 minutes. Easy.
Easy, you can get 2 in that time.
Yeah. You good? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, definitely right. Watching this and saying no. £150 tricky dicky, that's a discount rate there, isn't it? I thought it was £250 a night. Yes, Michael, he is. The only party for me is the English Constitution Party. That's our only one. Anthony. Fucking hell. Oh, imagine that active singing, eh? He sounds so sweet, doesn't he? Stephen Vamplew. Aye, I know. I feel your pain, I feel it. Yes, come Bean Hunter. We stand with yous as well, brother. We're all in this together. It's not just country by country, this is a worldwide thing, this. That's the one, Rex. Big up the Irish people. I think the guys in England are starting to shake a bit, you know what I mean? I think people are starting to wise up about what's going on. We just need more people to get this out there, get it shared, because a lot of people haven't got a clue about all this. Exactly, unique videos. We're not having this no more. I mean, we've seen the crimes these guys are committing, you know what I mean? Committing crimes in our streets and just getting no further action.
Yeah, yeah. Video and it was sort of all joined in with it.
Hey, thank you guys for watching, like, very much appreciated. But I'm only doing this for yous anyway, you know what I mean? I'll travel where I can to show what I can, just to let yous know what's going on. We try our best for yous, but while we're out running about, all we ask you to do is to get this shared out. Just share it out everywhere on all your platforms. The more people that are aware of what's going on, the better, man. We need a lot of people. We need people every weekend doing this, every towns and cities. The amount of people that are watching, if you can pop and give me thumbs up on the video, guys, much appreciated, like. Fantastic, love yous all. Cheers, Lils. That's the one. Cheers, Dave. It is. It's very sad and upsetting, like, to see what's going on to our country. It's really painful. I've just seen Lord Toffingham in the house there. Nice to see you, Lord Toffingham. Well, Ali Rigg from the Lake District. Yep. Get your people together and get out onto the streets. Hey, John boy. Yeah, keep him well, Lord Toffingham, keep him well. Afternoon Gateway. Fancy dragging kids to this? Are you for real or what? Oh, Antifa, the drag queen story. Oh, they'll enjoy they'll enjoy being at that event, won't they? It's just their cup of tea. Miss Tozer. Yeah, there you go, Miss Tozer. You can have a shout, if that's how you pronounce it, Miss Tozer. Hi, Vin. How's Vinny doing? Shaz, it is. Great turnout. Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get started. Can everyone hear me all right? Very good. So my name is Laura Towler. I'm the Deputy Leader of Patriotic Alternative, and I'm going to be hosting the protest today. So I'd like to begin today by thanking you all for being here. Thank you all for giving up your Saturday and coming out here and making your presence and your voices known. There are some people who see an injustice and they look the other way because they're too scared to say anything. There are some people who talk about things on social media but they don't actually do anything. And then there are those who actually get outside and try and make things better for their people. And each and every one of you falls into that third category. So thank you and congratulations for being here today. I'd say there's maybe around 400 people here today. These protests are getting bigger and bigger. In the future, many more thousands of people will join us, but just know that you were the vanguard. You were the ones who came out here first. So well done. So let's get to the issue at hand. We are here today to protest against the government's housing of illegal migrants. They're being housed up and down the country, and as we know, there are at least 3 hotels in this local area that are housing illegal migrants.
Yes.
5. There are 5 now. This is not an anti-refugee protest because these people are not refugees. They're coming from India, Pakistan, Albania. They pay people smugglers to come over to the country.
Yes.
They destroy their identification on the way over.
Yes.
And then they get housed in hotels to take advantage of our generous welfare system.
And the children.
They do. I'm not allowed to say that.
I did.
And of course, the British taxpayer is paying for this. Well, we were never asked if we wanted to do this. And in fact, we've told the government again and again that we do not want mass open door immigration. We tell them every time we vote in an election. We told them with Brexit. We tell them with every survey and opinion poll from Empire Windrush to the present day. But they do not listen to us. We pay their salaries and they're supposed to represent us, but they do not listen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got their attention now. All eyes are on us today. So we're here today to stand up for our people, because while these migrants are being shipped into the country, there are 250,000 homeless British people living on our streets.
Yes.
There are elderly people who are dying alone because they're too scared to turn the heating on. There are young couples who can't afford to buy food for their children. Do you know that people are now abandoning their pets because they can't afford to buy pet food anymore? So before we begin today, I need to say something very important. The press are going to call you all far right. They're going to call you Nazis. They're going to call you racists and fascists. And I know these words don't bother us anymore, but let's not give them any ammunition. When the headlines come out tomorrow, let's make them look stupid, because we're here because we love our own people.
Yeah.
So today we have two types of speakers. We have activists. So these are people who have campaigned up and down the whole country against the housing of illegal migrants. And they've not only campaigned, they've won. We won in Linton on Ouse. We won in Cottingham. We've got people who campaigned in Penally and won there. So they're going to be sharing their knowledge and expertise on the subject. And secondly, most importantly, we have local voices. Because the government won't ask local people what you think. So we've asked you, and we're going to be hearing about your experiences, your concerns, and then helping to amplify your voices. So the first speaker of today is one of our activists with Patriotic Alternative. He's a regional organiser for Yorkshire, and he was a key activist in getting the migrant accommodation plans in Linton on Ouse cancelled. So this man has won for us before, and he's here to share his knowledge today. So please welcome Sam Melia. Woo!
Good afternoon, Skegness. For the purposes of today, I want you to think of this country like a train. It is travelling on tracks towards our future. Now, Labour and Conservatives, they represent the left and the right track. But like all train tracks, they all go in the same direction. Now, you can choose between them. But either way, I can guarantee you, you will be the one who loses. We have Conservatives claiming they can't stop them coming in. The boats just keep coming. We can't do anything about it. We've got this thing called a border, but we don't really understand how that works. So they just keep coming. And then we have Labour. And their issue is that the accommodation isn't nice enough. Personally, 5-star hotel, I'll be quite happy. But, you know, to each their own. It is a total slap in the face that we're hearing that Rishi Sunak is going to deal with this backlog of illegal immigrants with one simple trick. Is he going to send them back?
No.
Of course not. After blowing billions up the wall every year, the Conservatives are now talking about granting amnesty to thousands of them. It used to be a cigarette paper between Labour and Conservatives, but this doesn't even seem to bother them anymore. They think they can keep us quiet by having Suella Braverman call them invaders once in a while, a bit of red meat for the masses. But are you satisfied with mere words?
No!
Do you demand action?
Yes!
The future they're leading us towards is one of misery. Lockdown in your towns and cities, government running their eye over your bank accounts, and to top it off, becoming a minority in your homeland. Do you want this for yourself?
No!
Do you want this for your children?
No!
That is why we must begin to lay our own track. We have to fight back now, and we have to fight back together. It will demand discipline and organisation, but it can be done. You represent the bravest among us, those that stand while others kneel. The politicians are scared, and looking at the numbers here, I can see why.
Yay!
Thank you, Skegness.
Thank you for coming out. A fantastic showing. These keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'll welcome back my wife Laura to introduce our next local speaker.
Thank you very much for that, Sam. So our second speaker of the day is a local from this area. He's the man who organised the protest today. And as I said at the start, local people are not being asked what they want. You're not being asked whether you want these migrants in your town. So we're going to ask a local person now. Please welcome Scott Hitt.
I'm a bit nervous because I've never done this before, but I've written it down so you have to bear with me. But firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who came here today. When I called for this march back in January, I did it because I could see with my own eyes the injustices that were happening in this country. I could see the hotels in town filling up with uninvited illegal migrants. Meanwhile, I could see the streets filling up with my own countrymen who were homeless and struggling. All the while, these hotels have been filling up with uninvited. The pockets of the politicians have been filling up with more and more money. This whole situation is caused by the absolute greed and selfishness of the traitors in government who care more about the rest of the world than their own people. We care more about who care about more about their money than the future of the nation that they were asked to lead. The betrayal has to end. When these marches and protests happen across the country, they're those who actively go to slander, abuse and spit on people for standing up for themselves. And it's always the same people who are doing it, the same people who have created these problems with immigration are the same people who attack anybody. Who attack anybody who tries to fix it, because they don't care about people, they only care about the ideology. Whereas we came here today because we believe in the fundamental principle that a nation belongs to its own people, not that the people belong to the government of thieves.
Yes!
To see everyone who came here today gives me hope, because I know for a fact that I am not the only one who feels this betrayal. And all those British people who have been abandoned by their own government in favour of migrants can see us here, and they can see with their own eyes that while the criminals in Westminster may have turned their backs on them, we have not abandoned them. We will continue to fight for our people, just as we have today, for as long as it takes. We've come here to say, and we keep saying it, for as long as it takes, enough is enough.
Well done, well said.
If the traitors believe that this is the last that they'll see of us in Skegness, then they can think again. We will be back, and if they ignore the cries of our people, then we will be back with a vengeance. And the marches will get bigger and bigger until finally they have no choice but to listen. Then we will see who wins and who loses. Thank you very much, people.
Well said.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have our third speaker. This is a gentleman who runs an organisation called the Yorkshire Patriots, and he is protesting week in, week out, up and down the country at various migrant accommodation locations. He has a lot of experience and he's given away many years of his life to protest and stand up for our people. So please welcome David Sunderland.
Come on, Yorkie!
Hello, Skegness. Hello. I'm going to ask one question. Would anybody take in illegal immigrants?
No!
Thank God for that. Right now I'll start. Over the last period of time, asylum seekers have been housed in hotels and other accommodation. The government continues to place these people wherever they can, and it keeps rising. Council has stated that many residents are concerned about the number of refugees in the town, and also that they feel intimidated because they are young males harassing young girls and knocking around in large groups, and several incidents have been reported but nothing has been done. They were also told that these asylum seekers would be moved in 3 months, but once again, false promises and more. They arrive more and more every day. Also, a resident said that they don't want to go out at night due to illegals hanging around. So why are they not getting information about all these things? But nothing gets done. One of the owners of these hotels was used to house asylum seekers was offered £10,000 a week, but they stated charity begins at home. Also in Skegness, tourism is low due to these problems, and local homeless people are sleeping in doorways.
Better than the last one.
Okay. And these asylum seekers are cozy in hotels, getting 3 meals a day, a warm bed. Most of the hotels in Skegness have no vacancies. If you ask security guard if there's any vacancy, he will tell you to leave and it's private property. This is to the government, as simple as that. Take some immigrants out of hotels now and rehouse them in private accommodation. Then what they do then, they fill the hotels up again. It's just a simple process. The problem has been for 3 years, and the Home Office has given contracts to Serco for millions of pounds. They also said that these contracts offer a range of improvements with a focus on assisting these individuals through the asylum system. Well, how about assisting your own people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why are they not assisting the people who are homeless? The taxpayer has been stung for millions, but there's still a massive list to be deported. Also, we have 150,000 waiting for a decision on them applying for an asylum claim. It also costs £4.7 million per day to keep these people. It also costs £84,000 per day to deploy the Royal Navy to stop the crossings. Well,
No, not on.
do your jobs properly because you're not stopping them. Hundreds are getting through daily, but don't the government realise that this is an invasion of our country? No, they don't. Instead of spending the money on the illegals, why don't you help the 260,000 homeless people on the street?
Yes! Definitely!
We have women with young children, mental health problems, abuse and rape victims.
Yes.
We have the elderly who can't afford to keep warm. We have 13,000 ex-servicemen who came out and can't get a home because of these people. The thoughts of the wars in this country are being ignored. This has to stop now. You know we are being invaded, and you know we're spending on and on and on and nothing on the military. So please listen to the British people for once.
Yes.
Close the borders, do your job properly, and concentrate on looking after your road for a change. Thank you.
Next up, we have a local lady named Cherie who wants to say a few words.
Hello, Cherie.
She's a little bit shy, she's never done this before, but she's having some pretty bad experiences with a migrant hotel and she wants to tell you all about it. Please give her a warm welcome, Cherie.
There we go, local concerned resident.
Well, I'm a local here, I've been here for 10 years now. I never ever experienced what happened to me the other night. So I was walking down the back of KFC, we have a local park, we've got boating lakes, things like that. I was accosted by 8 of them. All males, all by themselves, just me and my dog.
Where's the couple's name?
Yeah, where's police then? What were you doing?
Exactly. Where's the protection? There's people walking about, but everybody just turned a blind eye to it. This is a children's play park at the back of KFC, guys. This is where our children are playing.
Can you hear this, people? Can you hear this?
call it up just now. Go on Snapchat, go on local activities in the area. You've got a local Hamza somebody playing in Lucky Strike with your children, bowling. What the hell are 30-year-old men doing playing with 14-year-old girls in the middle of Lucky Strike?
Exactly, know exactly what it's about.
Where's the police when you want
Why, Shazza, are you keeping busy?
They're not living by our rules. They're not doing what they should be doing. And why can I get a house in my own country, in my own town, £600 I'm paying, and they're paying nothing to live in a hotel when we're being given 10 something done?
Yes! Definitely! Well said!
There you go, so all you lefty fucking retard Antifa, are you going to call her as well?
Well done, Tree, very brave. So, we've got 2 more speakers left, and our next speaker is a young man. He's been viral on the internet this week. You might have seen his video. He got up and he gave a speech in a church against illegal migrants, and everyone's having a meltdown over it, basically.
Yes.
Legend! Legend!
He is a rising star of British nationalism. He's wise beyond his years. Please welcome Wesley Russell.
Hey! Go on, Wesley!
Come on, you can do it!
Hello, Skegness!
Hey!
Now, please excuse me if I ramble a little bit. I actually haven't prepared a single thing for you today. But here we go. For 13 years, we've had the Conservatives. This town has voted the Conservatives time and time again. And what have they given us? Nothing! For 13 years! Every time we vote them in, they promise we'll get immigration down. Things are getting worse and worse and worse. Every time they give us new record levels of immigration, higher than New Labour, and it was their intention to change the face of this country on purpose, deliberately, so it was irreversible. We have got to stop giving this treacherous party a mandate. We have got to stop falling for their lies every time. And don't think to yourself, oh, let's vote Labour instead to punish them. No, we have got to stop voting for all of these parties.
Yes! English Constitution Party, people. You know. English Constitution Party.
All of them are complicit. They are all complicit in demographically replacing us. They disrupt our communities. They know that this will cause problems. They know that it's going to increase crime. Just think about all of the horrific stories. Just recently, have you heard about Dover? What's been happening in Dover?
Yes!
Yes,
There was an
yes.
alleged rape of a girl in a school. And what was the school's response? Okay, not to think about the welfare and protection of the girls, but to punish the girls. I mean, this is supposed to be a feminist society. Now, I'm not a feminist myself, but I think we can all say the consequences of mass migration is 100% eroding the rights of girls and women, wouldn't you say? Women should have the right not to be raped by strangers who have been deliberately imported by this party.
Definitely! Well said!
This town has really suffered. 5 hotels in the space of half
Aye,
a
aye,
year.
Gypsy.
That's disgusting. And this party should be ashamed of itself. And we all hear anecdotes about the stories, and it's always the same thing. Young men. Where are the women? Where are the children? We're told they're asylum seekers, which implies they'll then get processed and be considered refugees. Where are the women? Where are the children? It's always young men, every single time. Don't take us for fools! We know they are not refugees. They are illegal immigrants.
Exactly.
Stop lying to us.
Biggest invasion ever! Silent invasion!
And what do the media do? What do these anti-fascist organisations do?
Hide it!
Well, they lie for sure.
Hide it!
They tell us. They tell us, oh, all you people here today, you can't think for yourselves.
The reason why you're hostile to these migrants is because Suella Braverman used the word invasion one time. She's used the word invasion one time, and we're all just so stupid. We just turn into horrible bigots. We all turn into vile, genocidal, racist maniacs, apparently. That's what the media like to imply, and we're sick to death of it. We are sick to death of being browbeaten, being told that we are bad people for being concerned about our people and our children's welfare. They say we're hateful. We're not hateful. We're looking out for our own people's welfare. But they twist and they lie. They use our own empathy and virtue against us. What do? They say Skegness is a town that is opening and welcoming and tolerant. This is all to guilt trip you, okay? We are empathetic people. We are patient, but we look out for our own people first, and they try and twist these emotions of love and virtue and charity so that we are browbeaten and bullied into taking people who will take advantage of us. These migrants are taking advantage of us. They know that white people are second-class citizens in their own country.
Yes! Yeah, exactly.
They know that they can just break the law as they wish. They know that they can get away with egregious crimes, and they will be lavished for doing so. They get paid all kinds of benefits, and in the case of the illegal migrants in the hotels, they get lavished, put up in 3, 4, 5-star hotels. They get their meals paid for every single day. Now they're getting pocket money. Can you believe it? Are any of you getting pocket money from the government?
No, I haven't had a mobile phone either. A free phone.
They're also getting new duvets, new mattresses. When was the last time you got a new duvet or mattress?
Never.
For free.
We get
from the
fuck all.
government.
Never.
We must be running from war.
Yeah, war. Do you know, some of you might have seen my video where I confronted that MP Andrew Sellers recently. And of course, I made many points and he couldn't refute any of them. He only decided to challenge one thing, and that was me saying that they're not refugees. So what was his response? He said, oh, well, there's 3,000 Nigerian Christians killed every year. Which is ironic, because you have to consider, right, who's murdering these people? Well, that's a very awkward question to ask, isn't it? Okay, because we know who's going to be attacking those Christians in Nigeria. It's the people of the same religious background, which the Tories are importing en masse.
Exactly, yep.
I got to wrap it up now because I could go on and on for a very long time. But you have to keep up the fight, you have to keep up the resistance, you have to keep telling your MP that this is wrong, because they're supposed to be our representatives, but they don't represent us. They hold these meetings to pretend like they're listening, to pretend like they care. No, all they do is they tell us, they dictate to us, they tell us what's going to be done to us, but it's time we tell them what we are going to do to them. We are not going to give them more power anymore.
Enough is enough.
Labour and Tory, never again.
Here, here. Well said.
I'm sorry I had to cut ways up. We've had a few more local people who have said that they want to say some words. So next up we have a man from within the region, and again it's his first ever speech, so please make him feel very welcome. Please welcome Carl.
Come on, Cal!
Right, I wanted to speak today because we're paying for this in many ways, in more ways than we realise. When our old age pensioners are squeezed for their assets to pay for the care, when the pensions are cut more and more, when schools are filled to the brim and have got no more places for local children who have to travel miles. This isn't right. I come from a town where 4 generations of my family went to the same school. and we barely got my nephews in. And this is ridiculous. This is their birthright. And we can't allow this to carry on, because there will be nothing left for our children. Nothing. Our standard of living will be so bad that it won't be worth having children anymore. And you can see that with the way that people act and behave. The birth rate's dropping through the floor. People aren't interested in having families because they don't feel safe and secure. If we don't have borders around our nation, then the borders will become around our lives. Yes. And is that what we want? No. Do we want to be enclosed more and more by the government? No. To be given digital IDs? No. To be told where and when we can go somewhere? No. And how we can do it? To take that away from us is to take away our fundamental freedoms. Freedoms that have took... Freedom! Freedoms that have taken nearly 1,000 years to manifest. This is not something that happened overnight. It's something that's took a long time. And we've learned to live together in that time and become a nation. And to have this level of immigration is just going to disrupt this country to the point where it won't be a country anymore. And are we prepared for that? No. Do we want to lose England? No. What does England mean to us? Everything. Everything.
Constitution is the solution.
A written constitution. Exactly. A written constitution. No more convention. No more Parliament making up its own rules around its own pockets. That's what we want. And just to finish off, I find it funny that no matter what crisis we seem to face, the Conservatives and Labour always manage to turn it into a racket. A racket for the corporate elites like Serco and MERS, who get billions, 2.8 of recent payments. And that's going to continue year after year until we say no more. Thank you.
Yes.
So next up we have another local lady who wants to get up and say some words. So please put your hands together for Helen.
Right, I'm just going to imagine you're all naked because I'm absolutely I have got to say, I am absolutely fed up with this country and what it's doing to its people.
Yes. We're the same.
Bless their heart, and I'm sure they wish they were sitting in front of the telly drinking a cup of tea. But where are you when we need you?
Yes.
We're needed here. We are a peaceful demonstration, and we speak about our country and the way we want it run. And we are the power.
Yes. Go on.
Without the government, you have no government, because we will not pay you. And without you take tax on tax on tax on tax. Everything has gone up in the world we live in. Everything's doubled every time you walk into a door. But £7 million a bloody day is going to these immigrants, and that is not on.
Yes, exactly. We're being raped, all of us, by our government.
It is wobbly, I feel like I'm on a boat. But that is what I wanted to say. I own a business in this country, a Wrangle little tea room, so you're all welcome. And if you say you've been to the march, you get a free cup of tea on a Friday. But what I'm saying is, that wasn't advertisement, by the way. What I'm saying is, as I'm really, it started 3 years ago with a fake pandemic, which is never, it is not a pandemic. And
Oh, don't talk about COVID, I'll get fucking striked. YouTube doesn't like people talking about COVID.
But it actually started 3 years ago. And we need to end this marching like this every single weekend. I'm supposed to be away this weekend, and I've got all the animals sorted with my family, and I said I'm not going, I'm coming in it.
Oh, well done you.
All of you, and if we do stand tall, we will do it together.
Aye, aye, indeed. Great speech, that lady, great speech. Now, Mods, are you getting kept busy today? You're doing a great job, Mods.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've had two gentlemen come over to us who are actually living without a home at the moment. They're currently living in tents. So this is happening while the government are housing illegal immigrants in hotels. And they want to say some words to you. So please welcome our next speaker, who's called Ian.
Come on, Ian.
BB Sniper, finally joined us, brother.
This is who we should be housing.
Yeah.
Two homeless guys here.
Right, I just want to say, yeah, I've been down here 9 months down, he's been down a lot longer. His missus is fucking homeless in a tent, I'm homeless, my mate's homeless in a tent. Council turned up yesterday and said you've got 24 hours to move this fucking stuff. Right? In the 9 months I've been down here, there's over 500 immigrants that's been fucking putting their ass in hotels. And I get told to piss off. He gets told to piss off. I don't care about the language, sorry officers, but the fact is, I'll say it how it is. I don't lie, I speak fucking words. Right? If the council could do something for the fucking English for once, stop doing it for foreigners.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Sniper.
No disrespect to you. But the fact is, if I ever see any foreigners like I seen the other night, 3 of them following a girl, KFC, I turned round and walked and followed them. And you lot, what did you do when I tried to flag you down? Told me to piss off and carry straight out.
Aye, aye, Wurzel.
Fucking English!
Okay, so we've got the last speaker of the day, and he's a man that you might know. He's been working in nationalism for 2 decades. He is the leader of the largest and the fastest growing nationalist organisation in Britain. Please welcome Mark Collett.
Thank you. Thank you for the kind welcome and thank you for being here today. And the thing is, we have to ask ourselves exactly why we are here. We are here to oppose the invasion of our ancestral homeland. Right now, every single day, hundreds, sometimes thousands of men of fighting age wash up on our shores and are immediately taxied to 3, 4 and even 5-star hotels. But when we call it an invasion, we have to look at that word, because this is a very different invasion to any other invasion in the history of this country,
Damn
maybe
right.
even the history of this planet. Because our government, our traitorous MPs are assisting
The invasion.
invaders.
Exactly.
They are helping them to come here, they are encouraging them, they are using our armed forces as a taxi service to bring them across the channel,
And when our own people are waiting 16 hours for an ambulance, there are ambulances waiting at those Dover docks to take these people to the hospital, and taxis waiting to take them to hotels. But there's something else that makes this invasion very different to any other invasion. We, the indigenous people, are paying for it. We are the ones being taxed, and our money is being spent on these invaders, and it is costing
Funding
us
terrorism.
in excess of £2 billion a year just to put them in hotels.
To pay for the enemy.
That doesn't include
$2 billion a
legal
year
fees,
just for these
interpreters,
invaders.
It doesn't include the human or criminal costs. That's just the hotel bills. And they keep saying there's a cost of living crisis. British people are on the poverty line. British people are sinking beneath the poverty line. They're struggling to put food on the table, to heat their homes, and at the same time, migrants, men of fighting age, who aren't fleeing war, they're coming here for an easy ride, are being put up in hotels, filling their bellies, and living at our expense. And what do the politicians say? Last week, Therese Coffey, a Conservative Party minister, had the temerity to say, if British people can't eat, they should work longer hours. You should work more hours, you should work harder, your wife should go out to work, your kids should take part-time jobs
To pay for these.
a little bit more to pay for the invasion.
Funding terrorism, really. Funding terrorism.
Look like she's missed out on many meals. Exactly, eat your turnips. Because she's one of the elected swine. She's there with her snout in the trough, filling her face, and it's all paid for by you, the taxpayer. And she's filling her face with the central heating on full. She's comfy, and she's telling you to work harder. And I'll tell you this, just like all of the other Westminster swine, do you know how much she's been granted this year in a pay rise? £2,400 extra a year. And do you know what she got last year? Another pay rise of £2,400. And do you know what she'll get next year? Another pay rise of £2,400. They're getting pay rises while we sit in the cold wondering if we'll be able to afford bread and milk. It's a scandal. In fact, it's the scandal of our age. There is another aspect to this invasion that makes it stand out as very different. Whilst these people pour in, and whilst normal British people oppose it, the mainstream media is running PR for the migrants, telling us that they enrich our country, that we need to be tolerant, that diversity makes us stronger. It's all a lie. And when normal people, people like yourselves, British taxpayers, stand up and say enough is enough, the media start. They call you racists, bigots, Nazis. They do anything they can to silence the resistance. But I will say one thing for the media. The media have been quite honest about the cost of living crisis. But one thing they haven't been honest about, one thing that they've been covering up and lying through their teeth about,
one thing that paints the media as the enemy of the people is the fact that they are covering up the harassment, sexual assault and rape of white schoolgirls at the hands of these invaders.
And that's a fact.
This is the hidden epidemic that is sweeping Britain. And if we speak out, we're the ones that get the police knocking on our doors. We're the ones condemned by our MPs. We're the ones that the media hound and write stories about. And what are we doing? We're trying to protect our children. Is it any crime to protect your own daughter? And I'll tell you something else. Are you angry? Yes! And when you say that, everyone tells you no. No, you can't be. And I'm telling you, yes, you can. You have every right to be angry. I'm angry. And I understand your hurt, your pain, and your anger. But I'm going to tell you something now. Do not be angry with the migrants, because you're clever people. You know they're different to us. You know they come from parts of the world where the cultures and the customs and the way of life and the morality is vastly different to ours. That means they're not compatible with us. That means they shouldn't be here. You know that, yes. And I know that, yes. Because we're intelligent people. But so are the MPs, so are our politicians. They're intelligent people, and they know the migrants are not compatible with us, but they still keep bringing them in. They still keep swamping us with them and doing nothing about it. Save your anger for these parasitical politicians that are bleeding you dry. Now, we saw your MP, Matt Warren, the other week, smug as can be, telling local people, we can't send them back. We can't do anything about it. Yes, we can. But I'll tell you this, for 13 years, the Conservatives have said they're going to get immigration under control. David Cameron said it. Boris Johnson said it. Theresa May said it. And just last month, Rishi Sunak said, we are going to stop the small boats. So who's lying? Matt Warren or the Conservatives in Parliament or all of them? Every one of them is deceiving you. Every one of them is taking you for a ride. Because I'm going to share something with you today. The traitors in Westminster are bringing these people in because they are trying to replace white British people. Exactly. We are headed to being a minority. People use the term, we're second-class citizens. Well, soon we'll be worse. We will be a hated minority. And we already are. In Birmingham, white British people only make up 42% of the population. In London, white British people only make up 37% of the population. And I'm going to ask you this, Skegness, do you want to be a minority in your own homeland? No! But if the Conservative government, with the assistance of the Labour Party and the Lib Dems, keep doing what they're doing, we will be a minority in Britain as a whole by 2066. Is that what you want for your grandchildren? No! And imagine
If the attacks are like they are now, what will they be like when we're a minority across the nation as a whole? It is time to make a stand. Yes. And today has been spectacular. Today has been a show that we are peaceful, law-abiding citizens that are calling for change. Yes. So where do we go after this?
Every weekend here.
We need to make sure we don't give the lying press any ammunition, and we need to set our sights on getting rid of these politicians. Yes. We need to target the next round of elections and tell everyone in Skegness, everyone in Lincolnshire, everyone in Britain, don't vote for these parasites. Yes. Stand in the elections as independent councillors. Tell people don't vote Tory, don't vote Labour. And ask people the question which I'm going to ask you. Are we going to be replaced? No. Or are we going to replace these politicians?
Replace the politicians.
And when we take back power, we're going to show Matt Warren a thing or two. The first thing we're going to do is send these invaders back. And then, my friends, we're going to do something that no British government has done post-Second World War. Something radical and visionary. We're going to start putting British people first! Thank you, my friend.
Mark Warren also came to a meeting in Skegness and he didn't tell the people in Skegness that these hotels are not a temporary fixture, they're for 10 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you again for being here today. I've been to a number of these protests and this is the biggest one that I've been to so far. This is just the beginning. We're going to be out every weekend protesting against these migrant hotels, and that is the way to win. As I said at the start, we've had successes in Linton-on-Ouse, Cottingham, Denali. The way to win is to keep protesting because it costs us money to have these police out, and eventually they say we can't afford it anymore, and they move the hotel, they move the migrants. So Tories, I hope you're watching because we need to keep doing this. Thank you again for being here.
Where's the MP?
Right, I'll check the chat now. I tell you what, Shaz, you're doing a fantastic job, mind. I don't know who's twisting your melons like, but I've seen you time out a few people. Excellent, we had some good speaks there, good speakers. Hi John, the stream's done well. So thank you everyone, like. Respect to each and every one of you for tuning in today. Onwards and upwards, guys.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's up there. I do. Jabs over there. Where did they live? Yeah. Bye bye.
That was for the thumbnail. That was for his thumbnail when they get back to the station, that one. I know. just walking around recording people. Alright. Aye, good, good.
Make sure he got it, didn't he?
He likes to get a close-up of everyone. Alright. Hiya, how you doing? See ya. Aye, aye.
I was going to say.
No, it was just spare of the moment. I think today I was like, right. I fucking got up this morning. I can rob the daughter's car and everything to come down because I keep using different cars when I go about because you know what these are like.
Did you pick up a tab on the thing from Dover? Oh yeah, got a tracker on the car from Dover.
Oh, yes, yeah.
We've got a pump going in. Tell them yesterday, just
When I Kegworth.
So that's how long ago was that? When Daffy and Barry?
A long time. Okay, now.
Yeah, Danny thinks he can get it done because it's illegal or unlawful, sorry. So if you can get it done for it, imagine all these other people that might be.
This is it, aye. It's about time we all got things on top of them.
Nice eyes.
How long did it take you?
3 hours. Aye, 3
Well, to be
hours.
fair, I don't know why I'm cocking my nose up. Mine was like 2 hours, 10 minutes, and we stayed over last night. So.
Right, aye.
We'll have some fish and chips and ice cream now.
You're in a good place for it, right, aren't we, Scarborough? Oh, this stupid fucking gimbal died again. Hey, BCTV, I've just seen you there, brother. Right, I'm gonna have to put this gimbal away because it's packed in. So bear with us.
No, you don't.
Come forward. No, you don't come forward. It's a shadow. Right, bro. Come forward. Joe, come forward. Come on, just a little bit. Okay, down the lens, guys. One flexion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good lads, good lads. Very modest fee as well.
Awesome, awesome. Hey Mark, cheers bro, nice one. Right guys, I think that's us for the day. So probably just have a steady walk back to the car. I'll just keep filming until we head back to the car. Oh, where I even parked the car. Looks like I'm going to be walking around Skegness for a bit. Jones, shot up by you. Oh, awesome. Well done, guys. Hi, BCTV. Hi, Activiz here. Yeah. Hi, thanks everyone for tuning in today. Oh, I don't want to be losing my car again. That was a nightmare. I saw a fantastic day, everyone. Seems like more people are tuning in, getting this shared about. Oh yes, good job, guys. Chat, fantastic. Mods, you've been brilliant. Right, let's go and have a walk back to the car then, guys. Let's go. Right, I'll catch you next time. Right, did Amanda give me my number?
Yeah, I think so. Come out where you get all the way down the street. Not necessarily.
Nah.
I'll do it back on front.
Right, take care. Catch you later. Good luck. See you later. Catch you later. Maxine, I'm it's like a possibility. It's a good possibility. Where's remember that in Manchester, man? That was like, that was panic mode. All right, bro. Good.
Every fucking day and every night, innit?
For yeah, it's gonna happen everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna happen everywhere, mate. But what I don't understand is, yeah, right, is using kids as well to jump in and to say, rah, and it's like, well, what the fuck are you doing? That's a kid. Why are you using kids? Why can't you come and fucking fight yourself? But yeah, they don't fucking send kids and...
Nah, it's the more people that fucking say what's going on, the more people are gonna get pissed off about it, because these are fucking dangerous people, man.
They are dangerous. They are dangerous. But they don't
They're
go
bringing,
doing your bit,
yeah,
well done,
right.
fellow.
they're just bringing their shit over here.
Yeah, it's alright.
You know what I mean? The shit that they're bringing fucking in, they're bringing it over here. We don't live like that. We're not fucking animals.
And this is what I don't understand as well. They cause all the shit, we freaking pick it all up. And it's like, hold on, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Well, they cause it. And then the cops are there like, alright, you've got to do it. I ain't got to do shit, mate, move. And it's like, fuck off. I don't understand that at all. Look at them all laughing and everything, all the cops are laughing. I love for a brick.
The deal come, the deal come.
Yeah.
Take it, bro. Ta-ra. The homeless guy having a chat. Hey Wurzel, ever since that night I've either got my phone on the location or I've got to take a photo of where I'm at. I mean, it's took us 3 hours to drive. It'd probably take us 2 days to walk home, wouldn't it?
Yes. Where do I know it? The big man. Nothing. Road sweeper. That's where he's sweep. That's where he's at. A window.
Well, there wasn't. Where was the opposition at today? I didn't see any of them. I haven't seen any opposition here today. So apparently there was going to be loads turning up. Fans out here. The Jolly Fisherman. That's exactly Wurzel. That's why it was peaceful, aye. Because all of us were nice and peaceful, so we're now the ones that are out to cause trouble. Aye, but like I say, guys, I mentioned it a few times earlier on. If you pop onto Funky Prepper on YouTube, check his content out. It's absolutely fantastic how he puts it all together. Gets all his information together and does a nice live and talks about everything. So I'd recommend giving Funky Prepper a check out on YouTube. Yeah, Val knows Funky is great, like. It's like I say, I started watching him years ago where it was down to his prepping and his camping videos and stuff. And then it was our friend, the Grenadier Guard, who passed us back over to him to see what he'd been putting out about the migrants. So, big up Funky Prepper. Wurzel, you're a legend. Absolute legend. Well done, Wurzel. I forgot we had the technical wizard in the house. What the fuck was that? Big bang there. He is. Wurzel's a wizard. Dodgy old road across. Yeah, guys, so next outing is on the 4th of March down in Dover. So how many in the chat are going to be at Dover on the 4th? Give us a number one. Give us a number one in the chat if anyone's going to Dover. There's 80 going. One. Tom, oh, we know that one was going. Well, there's 2 going. Oh yeah, we've got nearly 400 people in the chat here, man. 3 going. John, yay! John's coming as well. BCTV, it's a canny journey, like, especially for me anyway. Takes me about 6 hours, just over 6 hours to get to Dover. Kitty cart, yay! Yay, Duke Catty's coming as well. Yeah, Shazza's going to be there. And Boris is coming as well. Fantastic. We're going to have at least a dozen people then. Aye, that's it, like it is a carry hike for us from Newcastle to travel down. I'm in Cheshire, it's too far. I'm in County Durham, man. I'm in County Durham, that's fucking miles away. I'm sure I had a fucking... Sure I took one in my pocket. I did. There's another couple of it, bro. Alright. I knew I had a couple of pund in my pocket for the fella. You know. That's the thing, you know what I mean? It's like just the likes of that there where you can just give a homeless guy some loose change. So, when this plan goes ahead and we all go digital, how are we going to give these people some tips? You can't give people tips with digital fucking currency. Excellent, aye, really good. So it's just one of them things, that's what people are seeing what's going on, and everyone's going to start doing the same thing. Aye, that's what I say, is it's alright coming, I mean I've tried, it's like 3 hours for me to come down here.
Yeah.
But we'll travel anywhere to get it documented, to put it out there for people to see what's going on. So we'll do all the running about, show you what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the time's come now where I think we're at that point where every town's got to get out now. All the hotels are listed. What is it, like 14,000 hotels? They're all listed. People have been out documenting where they are. People need to just get out and start doing something about it. Because this country is going to be knackered. I mean, that's it. As kids and grandkids, what we're going to leave for them. But it says, you know, we've got the problem with, that's the thing about it, it's like it's the government that we've got this fight with. And that's what we need people to understand.
You got that train right back?
No, I've got a car.
Have you?
Aye.
We're going north east,
County Durham, aye.
County Durham, yeah. I come from South Yorkshire and what have you. Went to South Yorkshire one and what have you. I tried to get to as many as I can. On Saturdays it won't be a problem. Because like I said, I work like 6 days a week and I have Saturdays off.
Nice.
So I try to get to as many as I can.
I'm trying to think where I've parked here. I think...
One of the supermarkets?
Aye. I think it's
Tesco's over there.
I'm sure I came in this way. That's what I normally do. I normally just come here, park up, get myself around them like shit, where have I put the car? Luckily I'm live streaming, so I've got people on the chat to like fucking tell us where I need to go. I got lost in Manchester a few months ago. Lost the fucking car and everything, man. That was a fucking nightmare. No, that's what I was just saying. I was chatting with the opposition here today. If there were, I think they just fucking me. Hey, we've got a second and thought, let's fuck off. You know what? That police car? I can hear that. That is something in there. Nobody in it. Don't think so. See, that's people like, oh, we need one here, we need one there. Well, if you think you need one in your town, do something about it. You know, it's like, you can't be everywhere and be doing it. can see this in our own town. Right, get out, let's all get together, get outside our local MPs. Nice to meet you anyway. The lad who spoke the youngest lad. No.
Oh yeah, no baby,
Right, I'm going anywhere. Take care. Oh, sorry guys, just having a bit of a chit chat there. Right guys, I think that's us anyway. Get that hat off. Roasting here. Right guys, I think that's it. I'm back at the car park, so thank you all very much for tuning in today. All the new subscribers, fantastic. I'll obviously be keep out doing as much as we can, get you the information, and you get it out there and get talking to your family, your friends, your neighbours. Talk about what's going on, show them the videos of what's going on. We need you to help us here. You know, this is our country we're fighting for here. Cheers for that, Johnny. Aye. This is the future for our kids that we're fighting for here. Future of this country. We need everyone to pull together, give a share out, make people aware what's going on. So yes, thank you mods, chat, new subscribers, you've all been fantastic. Love and respect to all of yous. Have a fantastic weekend guys. Take care. Kev's out. Later guys. Thank you Ali, thank you before I go. Thank you guys, thank you.